Oh, hey, I have one of those too. Her name is Catherine, and she naked right now, and she looking a little cray cray. She's so dramatic. Anyways, Catherine is how I did my profile picture, which is the headless Beetlejuice Marie Antoinette, is what I was calling it. Obviously, I was inspired by, um, well, a lot of things. I think my initial inspiration was TV Woman from Skippy Toilet. So if you see that costume from like St. Patrick's Day, that was already like my first headless attempt. Then, of course, when the Olympics became had their opening ceremonies, and they showed that really cool opera singer with the Marie Antoinette holding the head and like singing, I was like, well, dang, I should probably continue this journey. Um, and then obviously Beetlejuice came out, and I don't know if I've ever elaborated, but it like took over my life with the amount of activations that were being applied at work at Dragon Con. So I just kind of got into the spirit of it and put together Cadathrid, which, like the intro video, is a mannequin, like a flat mannequin body, torso, with a skin tone close as I could get for the cheap and the fast. Brown skin tone, seamless tights that are on top of it, plus this red that is mostly makeup and bleeding, actively bleeding, and some of the sort of like red bloody makeup I got from Spirit Halloween, which I have made a comment before that most of their face makeup is not good. Don't buy it. Buy Meron. But they're like red. If you're just using like really red for like blood, like in the pot, those are okay. Anything in the tube or like lipstick, bad. So anyway, I did some finagling. Obviously, this would be where like your waist would go for tights. I put it over so it gives more like a flat with her boobage area. One thing that is a little frustrating is that I first of all, I love that this is like a gold color, so it's closer than just the skin tone white. And if you watch my last video, I will say that there are a lot of things that are made for white people, even things that you don't expect until you need them for a weird costume. Um, but yeah, so it took a while to find this gold color that I thought was really nice base, and then the tights have just been an ongoing challenge, but that I'm winning to find skin tone tights. If you have questions about skin tone tights, especially for girlies in the wintertime, or anybody that just needs them seamless for costumes or whatever, ask me. That could be a different video. But in this case, again, mostly Amazon, got all these things. The big issue though is that I am a little, you know, I'm not plus size, but I'm not a size this. So I wish that I could find just like a thicker version of this, like a plus size torso would actually be much more. I think sell my illusion a little bit more, especially when it comes to like arms and things. So speaking of arms, but this works pretty good because again, it's floating behind me. It's in a backpack. This was just in our house. Um, I do not. I have a belt that I use to keep this sort of like collected to myself, but obviously I'm not strapping myself in like the little girl in the video. So let's just go ahead and get that on. Then I'll discuss the arms. They're kind of just like in there, so that makes sense. Like, but you still have to find a way for this not to be moving around. Um, I just kind of used some spare. Oh, I hope you can hear me. Some spare lace that I had. So now we've got Catherine on our back. For this costume, I also had on like a wig, so I probably would have put a wig cap on at this point. I have so many, but I'm just not doing it for right now, so that you can kind of get this. You can see the whole thing, and my hair's not all over the place or like getting in the way for things like Velcro or anything like that. So you see Catherine just hanging out back there. Her arms are a little wonky right now. So these, again, my arms you can see are a little thickums. These are much thinner than my usual arms. If I redid this again, I would make up for that. But they are, and these are just the legs. You can kind of see where it comes off of the back. I'll try to keep that back there, but it will get covered. This is cardboard. I just kind of like wrapped cardboard. I like kind of softened it up to make tubes. In the videos I've seen, a lot of videos I've seen, people use pillow fill. Well, if you order a lot from Amazon, like I do, you will have a lot of cardboard. So I recommend cardboard because pillow fill is like kind of too soft. And I wanted to avoid, even though these are very rigid, so you can kind of see like the Tin Man look going on here, especially like in some of these seams. But I wanted to avoid it looking too soft, especially because I needed this to be a little bit mobile. So this is two different sort of tubes. I tried to softly measure my arms, not very close, my upper arm and my lower arm to get this. But obviously this is a little bit longer. You probably really can't tell. Dang, these tights are not the right color. But a little bit longer than my arm. So this actually would go up to my hand. We'll figure that part out. Talk about that later. And then we have another arm. Whoop, there she goes. This is, again, so horrible. And as you see, it kind of comes up the top. We just got to make it work the way we make it work. So that will be covered when we put the actual dress on. So these are my arms that I've got. You can see this little like dangly. I tried to adjust it so that it, gave the illusion of, this one you can kind of see on the cardboard, some of the seams in the boxes as well. But because these are seamless, they help to give it like just a seamless color as well. This is still better, I think, than the just straight up peach, or trying to do a nude and then seeing all of the cardboard underneath. So there are better stockings you can use for this. But again, I was trying to put things together kind of quickly, and with what was available with like 2-day shipping. So we've got this idea. I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to put the dress on over this correctly, but this is the dress that I was using. Just literally a simple Amazon dress. It is relatively short. And again, the thing to mention, which is why I wanted to mention this on the last video, kids, this as a kid's costume works really well because kids are short. And so if you give them like a little bit of height, and you can kind of see with the, if you watch that full video of the little girl, the dress that she wears doesn't quite go past like where her legs meet, like her inseam. So it sort of breaks the illusion that her waist is not where her waist should be, which is fine. She looks adorable. She's a child. It's like on first glance, people aren't looking at that. But I work in an illusion place and I've been doing this for a while. So I try to, again, give myself the ability to like find a false waist and hide my legs so you can't really see where my knees and things are. So unlike the astronaut or the video I just did with the maid, this has shoulders and this will have another set of arms, but it also has a higher neck than even my head. So I'm a tall girl. I'm a queen. So again, I probably won't be able to do this. What I should have done is dress Catherine part way so that you could see what that looks like. Maybe that'll be a separate part. Or if I wear this for Halloween, I'll show you how everything looks together. But pretty much, I did make a couple of holes in this in the dress so that I could bring my own arms through. I think it's on this side. It's right here. So there is a hole right here so that when I have it across my shoulders, Catherine's arms go through the actual arms of the dress, and then my hands come out to hold my head like this, which is a lot of work actually. I did it at DragonCon. I got dressed by myself. I walked around by myself. I adjusted pretty much by myself with a little bit of help. But it is like a lot of work to keep the illusion and hold your head out. Try to add gloves. I tried to, do a couple different things to really add some accessories to really keep the illusion going. I also use a belt that is not on right now. Once everything is together, especially with the dress on, to cinch it all together here. So all you see up here, I also have a hoop skirt pulled up to my neck, as well as another skirt pulled up to my neck. So I'll show all that in another video, probably not tonight, but I just wanted to show off my Catherine and just be like, I love seeing all these costumes that these kids are doing, these families are doing, and it's definitely possible for you guys to do it on not a huge budget and with a little bit more realism than the stuffing with the pillow fill 100%. So if you have any questions, let me know. Me and Catherine will be watching horror video games being played and updating and cleaning up the sunroom in the nighttime. So thanks. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Say bye. Bye.